Welcome to another edition of Survival Mode, where we give entrepreneurs a step-by-step roadmap to starting their own business. I'm Bert Robinson.
I'm Kevin Beers.
I'm Michael Grant Jr.
You can reach us by email at hello@survivalmode.live or check out our website at www.survivalmode.live. Let's get to it. Welcome back to another edition of Survival Mode. We're in step number 4, and this means we're going to be talking about we talked about the purpose and value of registering your accounts, okay? Because you want to plan, you want to prepare and position. All right, now you're really in the planning stages with this next episode 14, registration for compliance and proper positioning. This is a boring topic. And I know somebody who doesn't even like this topic. Kevin, why don't you like this topic?
Mostly because it's paperwork. I hate paperwork. I like to be creative. I like to move forward. I like to think about all the possibilities and how to grow a business. And this is like filling out forms. And I hate that. But if you don't do it, you can't do business. You can go to jail. You can lose your business. Like everything bad can happen if you don't do this one thing. But I hate it anyway. And then secondly, the fact that someone is telling me I have to do it. When you tell me I have to do something, I just buck against that. They call me a rebel. I just don't like doing it, but I also understand as an entrepreneur and as a business owner, you got to do these things. Otherwise, you're in big trouble.
Okay. I feel the same way. I'm not going to, I mean, it's like, this is the worst part of the entrepreneurial process because I've got to go to not just Uncle Sam, but Uncle Sam's cousin, which is the state, and then Uncle Sam's second cousin, which is the city and the county and the local. Then the third cousin, which is the industry and itself. I mean, I don't need all. It's bureaucracy in its highest state, but all businesses in the United States have to be compliant on the federal level, the state level, the county, city, local. You got to be compliant in your industry. You know, it all has to be there, guys. We know it. We just don't like this. This is one of the most important show areas of concern. Okay, why? Just like you said, you're gonna be fined if you don't do it. Michael, I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it.
No, I don't like it, but to be transparent, I respect it. It's like, think about it like this. When somebody comes in your house, they need to make sure they acknowledge you before they step in your house. They need to get permission to come in your house. And this step here is simply helping you or identifying that you have to play the game by the rules in order to win it. So these are the rules to the game. And if we want to play the game, we have to abide by the rules. You can't win a basketball game when you fouled out.
Yeah,
Okay.
and when Bert came to my house, I made him fill it out in triplicate before I let him in the door.
Wow. You know, and it's funny, if they come to my house, the house that we're building, take your shoes off.
Right. Right.
But we joke about this, but these are our individual rules that we have. Well, guess what? In business, there are individual rules that's there that you need to abide by in order, yes, I'm going to say it, in order to be successful. Would you agree, gentlemen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I just want to add to that.
Go ahead.
Think about it like this. These rules are in place to ensure safety for the people and to ensure fair trade. And oftentimes people are not responsible, respectful, or honest. So when we get upset about these rules and regulations and compliance, it's there for a reason. Somebody did something in history that warrant it to be done. And we're upset with them, but we understand that, you know what? It is what it is. So yeah, we don't like it, but we respect it, and it really positions us, and it stops other people from intruding and infiltrating incorrectly when you have invested all your time, energy, and resources in your business. So it actually helps in certain regards.
Agreed. 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 I get it. Now, I'd like to give some secrets. I'd like to give some secrets. Just one secret. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. In this process, before incorporating and registration, you need to establish your business address, your business phone line, business email, business domain, etc., before incorporating and registration. Why is that the case? Why is that the case? Michael, I want you to tell everyone little tip. Why is that the case?
Okay. That's the case because of one reason: entity verification. Okay, you want to have the same information, you want to have consistent information, all pointing to your entity, which means there needs to be a true separation of personal from professional. Your business needs to have its own identification, its own everything, and it needs to be totally separated from you. So one of the key components, as you mentioned, Bert, this being a secret, is entity verification. Organizations, creditors, everyone wants to know that you are structured as a legitimate business and that you are positioned to do business. And when you have all that stuff in place, such as what you mentioned, then people can acknowledge and respect you as a business even more.
Yeah, and the other word that comes to mind is legitimacy.
That's simple.
Okay, it comes and
Yeah.
the I'm going to tell you, I know this guy. Okay, and he is like this all the time. He wants to make sure things are structured and it's legitimate. And before he goes into it, he researches, he does all these things for it, especially when he gets into the marketing aspect of it. I'm just saying that that's how this person is. Oh, who am I talking about? Oh, that's Kevin. Oh, my fault. That's Kevin. Okay.
Well, I'm actually, when it comes to our financial office, between my partner and I'm the one who makes sure that the office is always compliant with everything that it needs to be compliant with. Another reason why I hate compliance, because it's my job to make sure it gets done. And it seems it interferes with getting other things done because it can be time consuming at points.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me your business partner leveraged you to make sure that the compliance stuff is being done?
Well, actually, my business partner refuses to do it, which leaves it to me.
Oh. Now
we have an understanding.
You know, think about that. Think about they refuse to do it because that's too much work.
Well, when she had her office without a partner, she had to do all that work.
Yeah.
So she knew what it was like, and I didn't know because it was my first office. And then I found out, but it was too late because she had already given it over to me.
So
Because you agreed to it.
Well, yeah.
Okay. All
I
right.
didn't know any better.
it was, yeah, I would say it was almost like hazing for the new his business hazing. And you know what? We're gonna put all the work on you because you're the newbie.
But here's the other thing. Because I learned all this, the other business endeavors I get into, I know what I need to do now. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
And when we teach this to other entrepreneurs, okay, don't think we're doing it, guys. I'm gonna let you know now. We're not doing it. We're no. We want you to do it, to understand it, because we're tired of doing it. We still got to do it. It's just really it's really important. And think about this: you're protecting yourself from being fined, sued, shut down. But now that you're trying to be compliant, you know what to do. You have the knowledge, and if something comes up, you're on it immediately. you're on it immediately.
Yeah. So I
Go
want to
ahead,
just
Mike.
add, yeah, I want to add to that. Think about it like this: is the two P's, protection and positioning. When you comply, you're protecting yourself from issues and further problems in the future, but you're also positioning yourself, as Kevin like to talk about, to make money. You got in the business, you created a for-profit entity so that you can profit. Well, the only way you can profit without the issues is to comply. And as we stated in a previous show, comply or die, or your business will die.
That is so true. That is
Yeah.
so true. All right, guys. We're keep talking about this compliance and compliance and this compliance puts you in proper positioning for your business. It really does. And that entity verification process is really important. Now you can reach us at survival mode, well, www.survivalmode.live, or our email address is hello@survivalmode.live. Now, coming up, we're going to be talking more about standard business registration and accounts. It's more paperwork. It's yeah. I mean, go ahead.
I want to add something. I think Kevin can jump on this. So when you look at where we're at right now, we're talking about registration for compliance and proper positioning. You haven't mentioned this. When you learn the rules of the game, like you look, and I always compare this to NBA because I like basketball a whole lot. Um, the more you understand the rules of the game, the better you can play the game. Eventually, as you play it and as you learn and as you implement the rules properly, you have an advantage. So the goal is to always position yourself to learn, to comply, and to understand why compliance, why everything is there, so that you can actually better position yourself, for success.
Oh, so we're going to make the playoffs.
We're going to get that ring.
Oh, we're going for the ring.
We're going for the ring. When you
Okay,
start
well, we
business,
got
you
to
need to be
work
going for the
hard. We
ring.
got to work hard to get to that ring.
That's
Okay.
right.
All right. Well, we'll be right back in just a few minutes with more of standard business registrations and accounts. And Kevin loves this one. Maybe not. We'll be back.